Hi, I'm Tammy McLeod, and I got to go up against a puzzle-solving robot. But how did I go from puzzling on my dining table to puzzling against that? About 4 years ago, I broke the world record for the fastest time to assemble the Guinness World Record Hasbro puzzle by putting together a 250-piece jigsaw in under 10 minutes. If you don't know, Mark Rober is an engineer that builds all sorts of cool stuff, like the glitter bomb and the squirrel obstacle course. He asked me if I would be willing to compete against a special guest. I've done that before and found it fun, so naturally I said yes. Turns out the special guest is Kristen Bell. You might know her as Princess Anna from Frozen, or Eleanor of the Good Place. So I got to compete 1v2 against Mark and Kristen on this puzzle. And they were about half done when I finished. Kristen was actually pretty good at puzzles, so maybe Mark slowed her down a bit. Anyway, because I won, I also got to go to Crunch Labs to compete against Mark Rober's jigsaw puzzle solving robot. You might have seen videos about other such robots before, but none of them had to race a human. So this robot uses computer vision to take a picture of each piece, digitize the shape, and use an algorithm to figure out how to fit all the pieces together, then place every piece in the right spot. To optimize the computer vision capture, the puzzle is all white. And for a human, solving a puzzle by shape is one of the last resort techniques because it's one of the slowest. In this case, it was the only technique. How do you think it went? I and the robot each had a large black table, and we started the same 1,000-piece all-white puzzle laid out. The robot started up by taking a photo of every piece, while I ran around a really big table trying to sort out pieces. The robot then used a pneumatic arm to pick up and place each piece. It was actually really impressive. It hardly needed any human intervention. At one point, I threatened to reach over and flip over one of the robot's pieces, and I think I may have given the engineers a heart attack. So how did we do? The robot ended up placing 1,000 pieces in 4 hours, and I managed just around 250 pieces. Not too shabby, right? I did get this awesome hand-whittled trophy and a plush Gus out of it. Also, the robot is pretty impressive, but I've actually solved 1,000-piece puzzles in under 4 hours. So until the robot learns some other solving techniques, it's not going to be the human on a puzzle that's not all just one color. So I don't think you'll be taking over speed puzzling just yet. I got to keep my puzzle, but since I'm in training for Worlds right now, I will solve it and time myself after I get back from Spain. Subscribe or check back for that video if you're interested. Until next time, happy puzzling!